So it's SHP, which stands for the Single Homeless Project. The main aims is to prevent homelessness and to promote independence. I suppose gentrification has caused a lot of new young professionals to come in, meaning landlords are putting their rents up higher, which it has an impact on people that are poor, who haven't got access to that kind of income and are dependent on housing benefit.
So there've been a lot more, I guess, partly people like me, sort of white, upper middle class, going into Johnston. So that's been a kind of a challenge, because obviously there's loads of different communities here. So there's Jamaican, African, Chinese, white working class. So keeping what's distinctive about this area is a challenge, whilst being good for the people who are already here, but not allowing it to get too developed too quickly is a real challenge.
I've seen Hackney clean up, freshen up, become a hub of art and culture, accepted, and I just think it's become a marvellous place to live.
A lot of different people coming to the area, a lot more money coming to the area. I've lived around here about 7 years, so that's kind of a big change.
I think the word's gentrified. Like Hackney Wick, there's a lot of artists out there. People like myself are moving into this area who's a professional.
Regeneration, that's what they dress it up as. So at the heart of regeneration, if you do it right, as it was intended, it's about lifting the entire area out of poverty.
Well, they can be positive and negative. Positive that they bring new business and I suppose new business, and negative because of the effects it has on the people that are kind of built lives and communities in the area.
It's a bit of everything, like sometimes it's nice to see there are new cafes around or new things going on, but at the same time you feel like it's different from what it was.
Easier for me to adapt, probably because I'm quite mixed culturally with people, so I don't have a problem with mixing.
Really see it as being a question of adapting. Change is always going to happen wherever, nothing stays the same.
The control on house prices, because it's the change because it's changed so much for the people that are coming in. It's a much richer sort of type of person, and I don't necessarily think that's a good thing. And I think that the people that made Stoke Newington, that what it is today, or the artists and things like that, and if they now can't afford to live here, what's going to happen is it's just going to become a very flat area, and it'd be the same as anywhere else in London.
Council is getting it about as right as they can, and the quality of life around here, if you're lucky enough to live around here, is pretty good.
I live here mainly because of the improvements. I know when I moved here 5 years ago it was a bit on the rough side of things. I live towards Hamilton. And now, both because I'm an artist and both because I'm gay, the area seems to be actually quite ideal for someone like me to live in. So I would choose to live probably otherwhere else in London at the moment than here.
It's changed for the good and it's changed for the bad as well. So I think that the school-wise it's good, because there's loads of academy schools now, and they become stricter on kids and children and teenagers.
Positive things are the negative things are there's a lot of violence and gangs.
And I've noticed the changes is with the youth. There's nothing for them to do, and the only way that they can make money, because there are no jobs for them, is drug dealing or being involved in gangs, mugging people. I don't think it's so much a choice. It's the only option they have at the moment, unless things change.
I think it has both positive and negative effects. I think positive is that it's become more diverse. There's more culture in Hackney. There's never nothing to do, because there's just so many new people, and they've just put so much different things with them. But on the negative, prices have risen because people are more willing to pay higher prices, because the middle class are able to. So the lower class are more pushed out and unable to live sufficiently.